What lies beyond our planet has been a point of interest for centuries. From one small step for man to infinity and beyond, space has been at the forefront of the media for years, fueling scientific research, Hollywood movie ideas, and thought-provoking conversations. Whether we are moving closer to finding life elsewhere or investigating the solar system, there are plenty of opportunities that lie beyond our atmosphere. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be taking a glance at some findings that have given us some more insight into the world beyond our planet. Russian researcher suggests Venera 13 imaged life on Venus. In 2012, a well-respected Russian researcher claimed to have spotted something new within the Venera 13 images captured by a Soviet landing probe 30 years prior. Dr. Sanformality made worldwide headlines in 2012 as he claimed to have spotted signs of life in the images sent back from a landing probe within the 1970s and 80s. This would suggest life on Venus, but there is a great deal of speculation surrounding the authenticity of this claim. Revealed in the Scientific Journal of Solar System Research, the discussion paper outlines a second look and analysis of the panoramic images the Soviet-built Venera 13 landing probe captured. The argument that there has been evidence of life spotted is a three-pronged approach. As Sanformality indicates, three objects that exhibit some characteristics of living organisms. The probe landed on Venus as planned on March 1, 1982. It was stationed in the Navka Planitia in an elevated area, Phoebe Reggio. Although Venera 13 only survived for 127 minutes, it completed its task, taking panoramic pictures of the surface on Venus to be analysed and researched further. Who would have thought these photos would still be presenting more findings in 2012, 30 years after they were taken? The images involved in the claims were taken courtesy of two of Venera 13's cameras. In his report, he explains that there were some large objects, ranging between a decimeter and half a meter in size with, as he describes to be, an unusual morphology. Furthermore, whilst the three objects in question were visible in some images, they were also missing in others, suggesting they may have moved. The first of the mysterious objects or possible life forms is an item that has been dubbed the disk. The image only displays the lower half of the disk, though is an estimated 0.34 meters in diameter. As the frames progress, the changes in the optical axis of the scanning camera suggest the disk itself is moving too, an idea supported by its relation to the upper boundary of the image. Throughout the various pictures captured, it appears as though the shape, size, and dimensions of the disk shifts, with it even seeming to resemble chevrons at one point, according to the article published by Dr. Sanformality. The next object he studied was described as a black rag. This is seen up until the 13-minute mark in the photographs recorded. The estimated size for this rag is just 60 millimeters in height, with its origin being marked as unknown. The strange thing about the black rag is not its shape or size, but rather that it spontaneously vanishes. It is visible again from minute 27, but by 36 it has disappeared without a trace. Perhaps the strangest item spotted has been named the Scorpion. To begin with, an explanation for its presence was that it was part of the machine landing. Though having been working for more than 90 minutes at its first appearance, the stray parts should have been ejected and out of the way much sooner than that. Sanformality even argues that if this Scorpion is machinery, then the lander would have been overheated due to the slow time to rid itself of the landing parts. Furthermore, the Scorpion seems to move throughout the images, emerging from soil and then disappearing once again, at the 119th minute mark. The Scorpion seems to have taken an hour and a half to dig itself out of a 1 to 2 centimeter groove in the soil, suggesting that it is indeed an animal. It has extremely limited physical capabilities. It is reiterated throughout the research paper that the images have not been edited or retouched in any way, and that the photographs shared are the raw data from the Venera 13. Some have suggested that San Formaliti's words are mistranslated or pulled out of context, as the majority suggests that the marks in the photographs are not living organisms, but rather a series of camera lens covers, scuffs, and blurry images. NASA later confirmed, through higher resolution photography of Mars, that the shapes and figures seen in the Venera 13 images were likely mechanical components, as these shapes could be seen on Mars too, and could be identified due to the higher camera quality. Furthermore, Venera 14 captured similar images to 13 despite them being 1,000 kilometers apart from one another, yet the exact same shapes were visible in those photographs too. Whilst stumbling across other life forms within our very own solar system would be exciting, it is likely a false call. Even so, the images and technology to even have these debates remains a huge testament to scientific advancement as of late. Scientists are using the moon as a giant mirror to search for aliens. The hunt for aliens has a new development, as the moon has been employed as a mirror in the search for a planet that could be home to life. The Hubble Space Telescope has been able to photograph and record the light that reflected off of the moon after it had travelled through the Earth's atmosphere. NASA's aims to study this reflection and look for characteristics that come from the Earth's atmosphere, as we know Earth is, of course, a habitable planet. By comparing this reflection to other planets' reflections, we may be able to determine if the same features, characteristics, and chemical combinations are present in other atmospheres. These atmospheres then have the potential to be habitable. This should indicate to scientists which exoplanets warrant further research as to whether or not they contain alien life. When searching for extraterrestrial life, scientists have begun to limit the search to Earth-like exoplanets, meaning planets that are similar to our own in regard to size, temperature, and distance from the host star and the rocky surface. Whilst it is still difficult to differentiate between exoplanets with rough atmospheres or those that may be habitable, the new moon mirror technique may aid this research. The study published in the Astronomical Journal by Youngblood details this development in astrophysics. Here, the unique characteristics that are being looked for elsewhere are referred to as the chemical signature. The research team measured the ozone in the Earth's atmosphere. Similar levels in exoplanets exhibiting a close chemical signature to our own could suggest a planet that has plenty of oxygen and has a UV protectant atmosphere, like our own Earth. Both of these components could indicate life. Aliens on 1,000 nearby stars could see us, new study suggests. A 2020 study found that there are 1,004 star systems that have a direct view of planet Earth, being in close enough proximity to see and study our home, as well as being able to detect chemical traces of our presence. In a turn of events, instead of trying to find alien life, researchers are now looking at what life could be finding us. Recent searches for other life have been focused on the dimming of exoplanets as they pass between the star and the telescope that is observing it. Now, however, researchers have looked at which planets are aligned well enough to detect Earth, or more specifically, figure out that we have life. Lisa Kaltenegger, the lead author of the paper, stated, "If observers were out there searching, they would be able to see signs of a biosphere in the atmosphere of our pale blue dot. Of the 3,185 star systems found outside of our solar system since 1993, 1,004 have been determined close enough to and positioned accurately enough to perceive signs of our existence on Earth. This information has been provided through the Transiting Exoplanets Survey Satellite, or TESS. The next developments in this research will come with the deployment of JWST, or the James Webb Space Telescope. This is scheduled to launch within the 2020s decade and will study some of the exoplanets in greater detail, possibly singling out gases within the atmospheres that could indicate life, such as methane or oxygen. On the flip side, however, there is the possibility that aliens could beat us to the punch. If they had their own version of the JSWT, they could be making advancements to communicate with us at this very moment. Despite there being 1,004 possible star systems within close enough proximity to observe us here on Earth, this does not mean they are all carrying life equipped enough to conduct this research. For example, 5% of the stars are too young for intelligent species to have evolved, regardless as to the environmental conditions of the planet orbiting it. This development opens up more avenues to researching alien life, with the possibility of JWST bringing major breakthroughs in the near future. The search for alternate life has widened its possibilities over the years, and although we are yet to stumble upon definitive answers, plenty of unanswered questions lie in wait. But what do you make of these outer space discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.